to Adventures of Lescott. Sorry for the hostness. It's directly as a result of the late nights, late mornings, events, Christmas. Anyway, the dust has settled or is settling on all events that occurred in 2024, culminating in Christmas. I thoroughly hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and looking forward to the challenges of 2025. Yes. By the way, what did you do? How was it for you? Did you go to church, ring in the New Year's party-wise, eat, drink with family, with friends? Because Christmas is all about sharing and caring. Well, I certainly did my fair share of enjoyment with family, with friends. Yep, eating, drinking, yes. And now it's settling back time because, as I always say, when the Christmas or the carnival is over, life continues. So I just want to reflect on events that occurred in 2024 before delving into the main reason why I'm doing this live. I have two important points and suggestions that I want to make. Yeah, so the highlight for me in 2024 was the first ever National Heroes Day, something that was overdue. Yeah, recognition has finally been given to Grenadians that has contributed to our way of life. My other two is the events leading up to the walking out of Parliament of the opposition, the entire opposition, members of Parliament. And to the latter part of this year, I believe it's December, early December, the longest serving politician in Grenada and probably in the Caribbean finally decided to throw in the towel. And I'm talking about the Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell. Folks, I'm quite sure there are many other things that you would want to share in terms of events that would occur in the year, but these basically were the three that stood out for me. Share your thoughts and views on events that occurred in 2024. Okay, with that being said, so sometime towards the latter part of November, or I do believe it may be the early part of December, I visited the Republic Bank in Trinidad to conduct some transaction. And there in front of me was a billboard stating that fees, so sorry I can't share exactly what the fee structure is, has changed. In fact, it would be increased. Yeah? That's the first one. And the second one is, as of the 1st of February, customers will realize an increase in their bill with Flow, the service provider, telephone, cable, of $3. Yes? $3. So let me just take the first one first. Now, I always believe that before any one of these utilities Grenlec, Nawasa, Flow, Digicel, increases any fees, there ought to be a tripartite, a body consisting of non-governmental representative, the church, and the state, yeah, that they would petition to before any such increase or increases is given. Yeah, they must state the reason why, etc., etc. That being said, though, we have what here, the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PURC as it is commonly called. And I'm wondering, isn't PURC the body through which such increases, requests be made first and foremost? Did they apply to PURC? Was there a vetting process? Mr. CEO, Millet and Company, I call upon you to shed some light upon this. In this hard time, to have as much as a cent, $3, be put to increase one's bill is sad. It's really, really sad. Yeah? I have no problems with, the bodies and so wanting to increase fees, for whatever reasons, inflation, etc. But there needs to be a process. Yes? Folks, hear me out. PURC, where are you on this point? Let me just read to you the vision and mission statement of PURC. Just a minute. So the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission vision clearly states on their website to build a strong and sustainable regulatory framework that supports the economic development of Grenada and protects consumers' interests. Let me just hone in on the last part. And protects consumers' interests. But we need to hear from you, because as of February the 1st, customers will realize an increase of $3 on their bill. Speak to us, PURC. Let us know what's going on. Did the request come through you? Was it approved? What are the grounds for the approval? Folks, share your thoughts, your views on this burning issue. So let us move on. Republic Bank. And it's so unfortunate now that we only have Republic Bank, Cooperative Bank as the two big giants in the banking industry here in Grenada. We have a smaller bank, I think it's ACB, Antigua Caribbean Bank, I do believe, yes. But I want to focus on Republic Bank because it can have a ripple effect. You can see the likes of, you can eventually see the likes of Cooperative Bank and maybe ACB wanting to increase fees as well. Where is the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank in all this? I want to read the mission statement as well because it does not speak to any control in that regard. But can the laws not be changed? In fact, I was speaking to a gentleman that worked with the central bank, yes? And the question was asked, of Mr. Antoine. And his response was, the laws have to be changed. Well, if it has to be changed, it just has to be changed. Because I don't think that fees should just be raised willy-nilly by all and sundry. They must be controlled. There must be a vetting process. Again, I'm not against increasing fees once it is vetted and there is grounds, legitimate grounds for it. So let me just read to you what the East CSC, I believe, just a minute. I want to clearly get the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. I think I have here the Securities Exchange, but I don't want the Securities Exchange. It is high time that something be done. Grenadians, we need to be more vocal. We need to speak up on issues that are affecting us. Not just Grenadians, people across the Caribbean and around the world. We need to speak up. And it's not about being against this person or being against that person. Bread and butter issues matters. So just bear with me here. So I just want to give you an overview of what the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank says on their platform in terms of the operation. I just want to shed some light. It says here, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has been diligently fulfilling its mission of advancing the good of the people of the currency union by maintaining monetary and financial stability and promoting growth and development. Folks, it does not speak to any control as far as increasing fees and so is concerned. Well, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Manager of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Mr. Antoine, it is high time that something be done. Customers are being blindsided and being taken advantage of by these financial institutions. Wake up people, wake up Grenadians, wake up Caribbean people, wake up rest of the world. Speak up, yes? I hope me talking about these two pressing issues will help to shed light, encourage discussions, yeah, and aid in assisting the persons in authority to look at or revisit or strengthen or put in place laws and regulations to protect consumers. For that matter, We need to have a consumer protection agency. One will recall under the revolution, we had one for the renting of property, a rental board at that. Well, that is no more, but it's high time as well too that be revisited and a request be made to reinstate a rental board, amongst others. When you hear the exorbitant kind of prices and so that people ask for a small one-bedroom apartment with no amenities, it's just ridiculous, just ridiculous. So folks, that's my 2 cents there. I just want to add a couple of other things. I'm still awaiting word on the report by the Grenada Cultural Foundation on the overview of Spice Mass 2024. Let us know what has happened and what are your plans for 2025. We need to involve the stakeholders, provide training so that our quality can be top-notch, be improved. To my dear subscribers, followers and viewers, I hope and pray that all your dreams for 2025 is realized. You may have to make adjustments along the way, yeah? Whether it be from a health perspective, getting seriously to doing some exercises, getting married, having children, buying a house, whatever it is, I pray that the Almighty Father will grant you your wishes. Continue to follow, subscribe, and most of all, comment. Thank you for viewing.